Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Old RPG Gaming. How is everyone? Good, I hope. Guys, I uploaded a video yesterday instead of doing the GM mode yesterday because I wasn't feeling too good, you know. So luckily I'd recorded like an extra video on Sunday. It was just the Sims video. So I put that up yesterday. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Today though, back on course, back with Smackdown GM mode. Let's go kick some ass, guys. Let's go do our thing. So the first thing, if I remember rightly, is we just sorted all the contracts out. We cleaned out some of the high fatigue. We cleaned out anybody with one contract, and we actually got rid of the injured superstar as well. So what I want to do now is try and clear out some of these low popularity superstars. So pretty much from Ric Flair to Shelton Benjamin, these 5 here. We keep Lita because she's a diva. Christy as well as a diva, but she's dropped below 60 now. So rather than try and, you know, twist the results for her way, I think we just get rid of her and pick somebody else. So I'm going to get rid of these 5. So Shelton Benjamin, contract management, release. It's going to free us up a little bit of money. So I'm going to release those 2 guys. And then what I'm going to do is, Carlito has, yeah, fuck it, we get rid of Carlito as well. Release Carlito. So we're left with Christy and Ric Flair. 58 and 57. What? 58 and 57. Okay, so we'll see if we can get like a semi-decent superstar for those 2 right there. Rob Van Dam would be the good kind of, like around there, that kind of target. I'm really pissed off about Triple H. He left because obviously the championships changed, and by that point he hadn't had a title shot, etc, etc. So we didn't really have a chance to act on that, and he's now on Smackdown with 31 weeks. You know, he's got a real high popularity as well, so that wasn't that great. Smackdown actually do have quite a lot of good superstars at the moment, but I'm happy with the ones that we got in return, and we did pick up a couple of superstars on the free agency as well. So to get rid of these 2 then, I reckon we're going to try and go for, let's try Rob Van Dam. We're trying. I'm not sure if they'll accept it because he is a little bit higher than these 2, but it is a 2-for-1, so let's see what they say to that. Decline, denied. Right, in that case, guys, we'll let's go propose trades to Smackdown. Who has got incredible amount of contract? 15 weeks, Paul London, and then Ric Flair's only got 5. That way we get more money back for him when we cash the contract in. So same with the Vari. We take those off their hands and give them Christy. So they should accept that because both of ours were higher. And then we're just going to go and chuck those off as well. Where were we? So Davari can go. We got 60 grand for Davari and 96 for Paul London. So that's okay. So now our lowest popularity superstar is still above the 60 mark, which is a little bit better to work with, but obviously guys, we have just cleaned out 5 superstars, so we're going to head into the free agency, and you can see straight away we've got Edge on 60, Chris Jericho and Eugene. So let's sign Jericho on 5 weeks, Eugene on 5 weeks, Edge on 5 weeks. So we just picked up those 3. Can we pull off like a super trade? I don't mind having like the one-on-one matchups. Really, I'd like to get Triple H back, but I think that's a big ask because of where his popularity is at the moment. Smackdown really don't have that many superstars, but the ones they do have, over half of them are like up in the 90s bracket. So we could go for, I don't really like British Bulldog or Junkyard Dog. I don't like either of them. So let's try Rob Van Dam. We'll trade RVD for Should we go Eugene and Edge? Does RVD have that much contract? Is that a good deal, or am I giving them a little bit too much there? RVD 68, he's got 7 weeks left, so there's only 2 weeks extra, but I suppose 68 popularity is a lot more use to us. We go for that. See what happens if they accept that. They might do, they might not. They accepted it. Okay. Right, that'll do. We'll work with what we got. I'm not sure if what I've just done was a good thing, but you know, we're in a position where we can, if we look at the reports, the fan support, we're in a position where we can afford to make a mistake at this point. This is the highest we've had our fans. You know, we are smashing it. We're way ahead of them. Obviously, we have just had our pay-per-view. No Mercy is next, but then we've got Taboo Tuesday right before the big one, Survivor Series. So I think we're going to be okay, even if that wasn't the right thing to do. Let's just check our champions. So we got those two big monsters as our tag team champions. Eddie Guerrero is our WWE champion, and the IC champion Batista. Right. Rivalries. We got Eddie and Cena, and Batista and Bret Hart. They're the two that we're going to work on at the moment. I'm not too worried about the others. Not just yet, anyway. So let's just take a look at the happiness then. So the only ones that are unhappy now are Chris Benoit and Rey Mysterio. So that's fine. That's, you know, it's a lot easier to try and deal with 2 people than to try and deal with like 10. We've got new superstars, so Randy Orton and Kurt Angle, they can be boosted. Main event then is going to be for, let's go, somebody said about the parking lot brawl matches, or the backstage brawl, so I'm going to go for the parking lot brawl, and we're going to make that Batista, because he's our IC champion, and Chris Benoit, because he needs a title shot. So we'll do that. Batista defending the title against Chris Benoit. Oh, actually, guys, that's probably, I completely forgot. I don't know what happened there. I completely forgot about rivalries, ratings, and everything. I just kind of thought, well, he wants a title shot. That was really silly. I don't know why I've done that. Glad I spotted it before we continued. So John Cena and Eddie Guerrero need to be in the main event. They're in a rivalry. They're the highest popularity. That makes a little bit more sense, guys. We keep it as a parking lot brawl, and we'll put it for the WWE Championship. Match 5, if we go main event and make it a 4-man battle royal, we can use Bret Hart, who's high popularity. JBL, not too sure. Chris Benoit was the one who wanted the title shot. Obviously, we have Batista, who's in a rivalry with Bret Hart, and he's the champion. And now we can put another big guy in there. Kane already. There you go. We go for. Should we go for Randy Orton or Kurt Angle? I don't think Kurt Angle ever was the Intercontinental Champion, was he? Let's go for Randy Orton. We'll do that, a 4-man title match, and of course that one's there as well. Let's put the. Do you know what? Let's start big this time. Let's put the tag titles on the line all the way through. So we'll have a tornado ladder match. Big Show and Kane are our champions, and we put them against Rob Van Dam. Actually, no. Let's go JBL, the clothesline from hell. Should we go for Booker T or Jericho? Kurt Angle we still have. Let's go for Booker T. We go for Booker T. Fuck it. JBL and Booker T. Continue. That is for the World Tag Titles. We drop down a little bit now then, just to try and even out the ratings. So submission single. Ray keeps losing, so we're going to save him for a second. We have Kurt Angle to keep the popularity like relatively high, and Chris Jericho. Guys, did anybody see Night of Champions? I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it, so I'm giving you pre-warning right now. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it yet, guys. There you go, there's your spoiler alert. Past, gone, so if you're still listening, it's your own fault. But Chris Jericho, what about his return, guys? I mean, I was really shocked that he was the guy that come back. I thought with the with Roman Reigns, like his cousin, isn't he a cousin with The Rock? So I really did think that we were going to see The Rock come back. They seem to do okay, except for some reason Chris Jericho tagged himself in, the fucking retard. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of Y2J. I think he's past it now, and maybe he's just come back just for like one little last stretch. Wasn't too impressed with Chris Jericho at Night of Champions. Let's get our divas in a fight now. So we want, who have we got? Lita. I'm sure we got Tori and Trish. That'll do. Perfect. That can go there. Women's titles on the line. It's pretty much Night of Champions, isn't it? We got every title on the line. Our first one then, we're just going to make a handicap 1-on-3 and put anybody who doesn't have a match. So RVD. We put anybody who doesn't have a match yet with Rey Mysterio to make sure he wins. I think everybody else is used on my days. Okay, well I've done that wrong. Well, hopefully Rey gets a win then, because we don't have anybody to tilt the odds in his favour. We've used all our superstars. So you're going to have to win the old-fashioned way on your own, Rey Mysterio. You can do it, just don't get frog splashed. Right, so we've obviously used our promos this week to get Kurt Angle and Randy Orton popularity up into the 90s. Randy Orton, if he was to win that IC title there, that would be fantastic. He would be like 96 popularity, he'd be one of our top stars again. Kurt Angle, I'm pretty sure he'll beat Y2J. Both of those have submission moves as finishers, so that'll be interesting. I like the Walls of Jericho though, that's a cool move. Y2J may be not my favourite wrestler, but the Walls of Jericho is awesome. Rey Mysterio gets the win, good, because now he's not sulking. Trish is the new women's champion, she won the triple threat. Chris Jericho beats Kurt Angle in the submission match, unlucky Kurt. Booker T and JBL are the new World Tag Team Championships, that's interesting. The Intercontinental Championship was retained by Batista, that's a big round of applause for him, because 4 men, you know, could have gone anyway. And Eddie Guerrero wins the parking lot brawl against John Cena. Still the champion. Randy Orton's picked up a minor injury. We have picked up some fans. How much is it? 40,000. So, you know, not huge amounts. Edge was signed off the free agency. Smackdown's something about The Undertaker. We're not interested in Smackdown. We got some contracts expiring here, and Randy Orton's injury is for 4 weeks, minor injury. So Kane, Benoit, JBL and Eddie. That's not a problem. We can take a look at who's happy, who's not. And then we're just going to wheel and deal with the other roster again. See if we can't, you know, get rid of the ones that are cheap, out of contract, sorry. So we can put in some of their big names. So Eddie Guerrero is obviously our champion, as is JBL. Kane I think we've only just got, but let's go take a look at what is on SmackDown, what's available. So we're probably looking at 74 and 75. What else have we got here? JBL is probably going to be a 73. So 73, 74, 75. What do SmackDown have to offer? Will they trade him for Triple H if we do this? Yes, they did. They traded it for Triple H. Well, that's a huge one for contracts. Before you go, what the fuck? There is a little method behind this, guys. As you know, we've been doing this all the way through the game. We already know that SmackDown are running out of cash because they had to let 2 huge superstars go, Kurt Angle and Randy Orton. And what's probably going to happen now is exactly the same thing. They're not going to be able to recontract those 3 superstars, so we can pick them up from the free agency in the next turn. Booker T is no longer the champion, I don't think, because we just got rid of him. Yeah, he's not the champion anymore because we got rid of JBL. He's high fatigue. Batista we want to keep. He's our champion. He's in a rivalry. Randy Orton Now this guy's got 12 weeks on his contract, a little bit of fatigue, 90 popularity. Let's see if we can't pop off a trade for him. But only if it's beneficial contract-wise. I don't want to be going backwards on what we're achieving for the contracts. Jake Roberts is 90. Shawn Michaels 93. He doesn't hold the title, so we're going to have to sweeten the deal a little bit. But this would be a good one if we can pull this one off, guys. Let's look at what we need to offer first. Batista's 87, 4 weeks. What have we got? Who's the next biggest contract? Hulk Hogan, 95. And then we just got to put in one more big one, haven't we? Eddie Guerrero actually has 1 week, so let's do that. See if that works. May do, it may not. Accepted, okay. So we lose 2 90s and an 85, but we gain 2 90s who are in like a lot better shape in contract. And again, we now have no injuries. So Triple H, Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels, we've literally just got, guys, 25, 50, that's 80 weeks of contract that we do not have to pay for. Fatigue, we got Booker T, we just let him recover in fatigue. We still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 superstars in the 90s. We're going to get some more from the free agency next turn, and all of our titles are vacant again, so we can rearrange and open it up. Let's go. World Champion, WWE Champion is. Let's go. Let's have a rivalry between Bret Hart and Hulk Hogan. So we put Hulk as the champion. He can have a rivalry with Bret Hart. Tag titles, we're going to leave vacant because I'm not too sure who I want in there yet. We'll put the IC title with... should we do it between Shawn Michaels and Triple H? Or we could have John Cena and Triple H. Kurt Angle's there as well. Rey Mysterio. Let's go for Shawn Michaels. We'll put him as our Intercontinental Champion. The World Tag Champions... we want some of our lower ones, really, guys. Let's go for Booker T and Chris Jericho. There we go. So we got champions again. Just note that these guys, the highest in the free agency right now, you can see I've just sorted that, is 57. I'm pretty much certain that after this week on Raw, they're not gonna have any they're not going to have the money to replace it all, guys, so we'll be able to pick up some of those superstars again and ultimately fuck them over while making our own show better. So let's run an advertising promo, hype the main event, and basically we're just going to go singles to start the rivalries. And that was Bret Hart and Mr. Hogan. Non-title, of course, this is just lower fatigue, start rivalries, pretty much, guys. So we have Shawn Michaels in a rivalry with Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle, or Shawn Michaels and Triple H. I'm pretty sure we've had Shawn Michaels and Triple H, so let's go for Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle. If we haven't had it in the 2006 GM mode, I'm pretty sure that I've done it in 2007. Can't quite remember, but I know I've done it, guys. So we go for those two. So Hogan and Hart, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle. Match 4 then. Let's set up our next one. We will have John Cena and Triple H. Think of that as in the modern way of Cena versus The Authority. Who else have we got left? We could set up a Diva one, of course. So we could put actually, we'll leave that for our first ones. Who else is left? Big Show and somebody who's not the tag champion, so Rob Van Dam. The match 2 will go single. Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho, yeah, that'll do. These aren't going to be rivalries, they're just filling in the card at the moment, guys. Let's go for Trish, and we'll go for Trish and Lita, you just can't not choose Trish and Lita. It was one of the greatest Diva rivalries ever. So we're going to go for that and try and keep it as long as we can. Simulate that. Lita gets a win. Rey Mysterio 2-2. RVD beats the Big Show. Cena loses to Triple H. Kurt Angle beats Shawn Michaels. And Bret Hart beats the champion. Albeit a non-title match, but interesting start to the rivalries, guys. No Mercy's just been held, so expect to lose some fans. The fan change for Smackdown after No Mercy is... what do we got here? 225,000. Okay, so it's not like it's not terrible. Do you know what I mean? We take a lot more than that when we do it. Right then, guys, to end this episode, point proven. Oh man, we've got 6 million cash, 6.8 million cash available, and we now have Eddie, Chris Benoit, Kane, and JBL all sat in the free agency waiting for us. So yeah, we're gonna go and sign Eddie. We're gonna sign Chris Benoit. We're going to sign Kane, and we're going to sign JBL, leaving us a healthy 4.9 million. And you know, it doesn't take a genius to work out who got the better after all the deals were done and the money was settled. If we look at our contracts now, guys, we have 1, 2, 3 that are in 2 weeks. We change that right now to make it look a little better because we got the money to do it. So 3 months onto Cena. Let's go 3 months onto Bret Hart, and 3 months onto the Big Show. So we still got 3 million left, right? We've got Triple H 29, Hogan 24 with Shawn Michaels. We got a whole ton of superstars above the 10-week mark. Booker T nearly at the 20-week mark. So I think we're in a much better position than SmackDown are. We're still ahead on the ratings despite just having a pay-per-view. And we have a whole new bunch of superstars, guys, for you guys to suggest your rivalries. Tell me what you want to see. We didn't really get that far in how many cards we played this episode. I think we played like 3 episodes of Raw. But we've done a whole lot of switching around and making sure that SmackDown basically stay rock bottom. Like, give them no leeway in what they can do with their superstars. Like, make sure they haven't got the cash to re-sign them, etc, etc. So we still got what? Somebody on 100. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 90 superstars, and 87, 80, 78, 275s, 274s, 69, 268s, 65, 63. So everybody's above 60, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 superstars above 90. Guys, I can't see any other thing to say than fantastic. You know, that come out brilliantly in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about these little tactics that I put against the other general manager, because the idea that the idea given to me to play 2006 was one of you guys mentioned that the what do you call it, the like artificial intelligence was a little bit better in this one than it was in 07, and I wanted to test it. So I tried, you know, every kind of little trick, you know, all the way back to the, like, when you draft the superstars and playing on the money kind of thing all the way through till now. And it's worked. I've shown you guys how to do it, and we're way ahead on the ratings as well. We've had some good rivalries, etc. And we're not even halfway, I don't think. Let's just take a quick look. I don't even think we're halfway. Just over. We're just over halfway. We're approaching Survivor Series. So, you know, huge steps that we've taken again. We're still miles ahead. So, hit like if you enjoyed this episode, guys. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you'd like to see. All the rivalries are open at the moment. And nothing's in stone because nothing's too far in. So let me know what you guys want to see. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Cheers. Also, guys, if you want to get your own channel art or logo personally done for you, get in touch with the graphics designer that done my channel art. The Skype address is on the screen.